Okay. We are in your review sheet. We are on page 3 of your review sheet. I am looking at number 27. On number 27, I am going to solve one problem at a time. Do not cross off the problems on your page. You can cover them with your hands. I cannot. So I'm going to cover this problem up. Looking at the left problem, what do I do first? Subtract 9n on both sides. You're welcome to go the other way if you would like to. It just depends on if you like a negative or switching like the places better. 9 is less than 1n minus 6. Now what? Plus 6 on both sides. 9 plus 6 gives me 3, which is less than n. Can I graph it?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Okay. What does it equal?
15.
Good, we're paying attention. Can I graph it?
No.
Why not? It is on the wrong side. The n must come first. If the n must come first and the 15 goes to the other side, what else do I need to do? That sign. I'm going to put 15 on my graph. It doesn't really matter where. So I kind of put it towards the middle. Does the 15 get an open dot or a closed dot?
Open.
Why?
So it's unequal.
There is no equal sign. Does it move to the left or to the right?
Right.
Because that sign, once we solved our problem, points rightwards. I have some of you writing down the correct answer, but then you're graphing off of the original.
Yes.
Make sure you're using your very last sign.
I didn't hear. What are we doing with the or and then the equation?
So I crossed that off so that you didn't have to look at it. You can cover it with your hand so that you don't have to look at it.
Or we just not using it?
And I'm going to do that next. So like we do the first equation, then the second equation. So, looking at my second equation. What do I do first? Subtract 8n from both sides. You're welcome to subtract the other way. It depends on if you like negatives or just switching things around better. 2 is greater than or equal to n plus 9. Now what? Subtract 9 from both sides. Now what? Swap them. N goes here, the sign flips, and the negative 7 goes to the other side. Do not forget that the sign flips. You may even want to write an asterisk. Should the negative 7 go to the left or to the right of 15?
Left.
Why?
Negative.
Because it's smaller, it's negative. So even though that problem was on the right, the negative 7 goes on the left. Even though that problem was on the right, the negative 7 goes on the left. Does this get an open dot or a closed dot, the negative 7? Why? Is it equal to? Does it point left or right? I need to do interval notation. Which one's on the left?
Negative 7.
Negative 7. Does negative 7 go left to negative infinity or does it go right to positive infinity?
What?
Does negative 7 go left to negative infinity or right to positive infinity?
Right.
Ooh. Negative 7 points leftward. -7 points leftward. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so if it points leftwards, its infinity goes to the left, right? And if its infinity goes to the left, what kind of infinity is it?
Negative.
Does that infinity get a parenthesis or a bracket? Does that -7 get a parenthesis or a bracket?
Right.
I do like this word or. Because they got a divorce. Well, if you're going to claim that I love divorces, like, I'll say it with enthusiasm.
Oh. So if you say you go to a student's wedding and they get a divorce, you get like, what are you gonna do there?
I would be so excited if I got invited to your wedding.
Okay. Why?
Because why would you invite me to your wedding? I don't expect you to get married in high school.
I'll invite you to get married.
In high school.
What do you do? You heard his dream.
So, okay, we are recorded.
Oh.
We are recorded right now. So, we've got 15. Does that 15 get a parenthesis or a bracket? Does that 15 point towards positive infinity or negative infinity? And should that infinity go to the left of 15 or to the right of 15?
Right.
Does infinity get a parenthesis or a bracket? So 15 gets a parenthesis because it's an open dot. It is not equal to. Infinity gets a parenthesis because infinities always get parentheses. Notice we changed the order of our interval notation because that left-hand equation moved to the right, and that right-hand equation was negative, so it was on the left-hand side. Chillin'?
Yes.
Nah. Question.
Oh, no, no question.
Okay. 28. Whoa. Another one.
Very long.
Ugh. We can do it. What would you like me to do first? Oh, good. It moves to that side. N plus 9 is greater than or equal to 9. Now what? Now what? It equals 0. Okay. So I'm going to put my 0 on my graph. Does it get an open dot or a closed dot? Because it's equal to. Does it point left or right? Other side. What do we do? Good. 2n less than 2. Don't forget that plus 8. Now what? I would subtract the 8, not the 2, because I'm trying to get the ends alone. And I want to leave that side B if I can. So 2 minus 8 gives me? Now what? Divide by 2. Oh my gosh, what happened? When I divide by 2, my -6 becomes a? It does not become a positive. It is a -3. Do I need to flip my signs there?
Yeah, no.
No. You did not divide by a negative. You do not flip your signs unless you are dividing by a negative. So, does -3 go to the left of 0 or to the right of 0?
Well,
Does -3 get an open dot or a closed dot? How do you know? Because it is not equal to. Does that arrow point left or right? Based off of my last thing, 5 points left. What should I write first, the 0 or the -3? The -3. The -3 dot is on the left-hand side. We're going to write the -3 dot first. Does the -3 get a positive infinity or a negative infinity? It gets the negative infinity. Does that negative infinity go to the left of -3 or to the right of -3? Do I get a parenthesis on negative infinity? Why? Because they always get parentheses. Do I get a parenthesis on -3? Why? Because it is not equal to. Then I like this word or, because it looks like rowboat oars. Or they got
Divorce.
divorced.
It's so happy.
It's so I don't get happy when people get divorced. I just think that it's your best way to remember.
Divorce.
So, does 0 get a parenthesis or a bracket? A bracket. And 0 points to the right towards?
Right.
Towards what number? Does infinity get parentheses or brackets? Okay, that is the end of our recording time.
Yay.
Yay!